my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and today I'm going to look at the top Bronze Age hero teams. So each week I've been looking at different ages, the villains and the heroes of each age. So far I've done Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age. Well, this time it's Copper Age. And I'm going to be looking at hero teams. Then I'll do two separate videos next week and the week following on heroes and villains. So this week it's about teams. And the reason I chose teams is there was a few characters I was like, well, it's really a team. And they all made their first, not just only the team appeared, but all the characters within the team made their first appearances in the Copper Age. So I figured, why not just do it as a video on the top 5 Copper Age superhero teams. And these ones are pretty good. I mean, this is a really great list, actually. The first one is one that might surprise you, but it is considered to be one of the best works of literature of all time. Like, this ranks in the top 100 of all literary pieces ever written, like Shakespeare and all those ones. Well, this is one of the ones in the top 100. And it is The Watchmen. So you got all the characters within The Watchmen, that made their appearance in the Bronze Age. And these characters are like Rorschach, Dr. Manhattan, the Owl. Is it the Owl? Yeah, I think so. It's like all these characters kind of made they were rip-offs of actually Charlton comics. The Question, I think, and what else? Dr. Adam, or Captain Atom, I should say. Captain Atom. Adam is Dr. Manhattan, so that's where the doctor came from. So you get all these characters that were kind of brought in. And the story of The Watchmen is really interesting. If you haven't seen the movie, I recommend it. It's a great movie. They basically adapted the comic almost panel for panel, except they changed the ending slightly. But it's just a really cool story, really, really well-written story. Just a triumph of literary works. And the characters are just amazing characters. Not perfect, not like the typical superheroes, but they are very well written. So The Watchmen is number 5 on the list. Number 4 on the list is a new group of mutants. We got the X-Men from the Silver Age. Well, in the Copper Age, we got the New Mutants. And there was a whole new team. This is where they all made their first appearances. This is Marvel graphic novel number 4 from 1982. So what I'm taking for the Copper Age, and I'm not being very strict about this because I did the Bronze Age from 1970 to 1979. I'm taking the Copper Age a little early before actually what most people would consider the Copper Age. I'm taking it from 1980 to 1989. Okay, there's a reason for it. Just bear with me on it. I know it's not exact to the Copper Age. Most people consider the Copper Age from 1984 after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or in some cases, some people think Secret Wars was the first. But I'm more on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as being the first Copper Age book. But that aside, for the sake of this video, we're doing it from 1980 all the way up to 1989. Okay, so the New Mutants therefore qualify based on that changing of the rules. So this is the New Mutants and their first appearances. And the team consists of the origin and first appearance of the New Mutants, Cannonball, Psyche, Sunspot, and Wolfsbane. Actually, Sunspot is in the new X-Men 97 show, and so, very important character. And very interesting characters. I actually enjoyed the New Mutants movie. It wasn't perfect, but it was okay. It was watchable, and I actually really enjoyed Magic in that movie. It was just, she was really played well. So yeah, New Mutants. Okay, so that's from 1982. So had to stretch the rules on that one. The next team is actually an interesting one. One that most people probably wouldn't think of as a team, but it is definitely a team. It is the Transformers. So this is Transformers #1, and this is from 1984. And its origin, the first appearance of the Autobots and the Decepticons. Well, the Autobots are the good guys, and I remember growing up with the Transformers, and all my friends got the Transformers toys, and I was so jealous because they were so cool, and my parents wouldn't buy me Transformers. So, Mom and Dad, what's wrong with you? No, I was joking. The Transformers were cool, yeah. Then they made the movies recently, and yeah, movies were so-so. Some of them were better than others, but definitely a major character team, and they made their first appearance in the 80s. So yeah, this is Transformers #1 from Marvel, 1984. #2 on my list is another major team. And this is, again, a stretch of the term Copper Age, but we'll go with it. And it's G.I. Joe. So G.I. Joe, major team, just so many Joes. There's just so many different characters. But many of them made their first appearance in this book, which is G.I. Joe #1. And it's, very famous team. It's just a very famous team. Like, I think everybody had like G.I. Joe action figures as kids, and they've made several movies about G.I. Joe. And there's even parodies of G.I. Joe characters. Like, I think of the people from South Park made the parody movie about G.I. Joe. And it's based on the Hasbro toy line. So G.I. Joe from Marvel, 1982. That's #2 on my list. Just a major characters. I actually don't even know all of them. I know a few of them, but there's just so many. Okay, last book. And I kind of hinted at this in a way, in terms of teams, because this book really kind of starts the Copper Age, and it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The reason I say that this book really started the Copper Age is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had a major impact on just the comic industry. It was an independent comic, and it kind of marked the beginning of a lot of independent comics forming. Also marked the beginning of anthropomorphic characters becoming popular. And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are a billion-dollar franchise. Just a massive popularity of the Turtles. There's so many people that love the Turtles. And they made their first appearance in this book. Some kind of, say, Gobbledygook would be another book that there was an ad for this book in that. But this is from 1984, Mirage Studios. And it's the origin and first appearance of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splinter and Shredder. And the story in this is quite good. I mean, they really do set up the whole universe quite well inside of this book. And I really, like, if you haven't actually read the original source and just relying on the movies, I'd recommend reading this book. It's quite good. It's the typical, like, you killed my master kind of storyline, I guess. And it's just really interesting to see the arc of Splinter and Shredder and all those characters. Yeah, just a really cool book. Definitely recommend it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. And let me see if I can remember all my turtles. Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Leonardo. What did I forget? Raphael, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and I always forget one. So wait, Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo. Why do I always forget one? Michelangelo. I'm gonna begins with a D. What's his name? See, this is no. Oh, what am I forgetting his name? So yeah. Yeah, so this is what happens. I try to remember all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles names, and I always forget one. I don't know why. I always forget one, and I just blank out on it, and I'm like, it's based on painters, Raphael. Let's see. I'm sure the comments are going to go crazy. Oh, why doesn't he remember all the turtles? Why don't you remember this one? Oh, no. So, yes, I'm sorry. I always forget my turtles. Michelangelo. Raphael. I probably said it already. No. Oh, why is it at the tip of my tongue? It's so annoying. Donatello. Oh my goodness. See? Told you D. I knew I could get it. I was like, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to record it. You're going to see me like go through the turmoils of trying to remember Donatello. I couldn't remember why. I always forget Donatello, but yes, I remember Donatello. So all named after famous artists. So very good, basis for character names. So yeah, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, #1, first appearance of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and a major team for the Copper Age. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed seeing my brain explode trying to think of the turtles' names. And again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Even though I almost forgot the names, you can still give me a like. Thanks again. Bye.